Hello Libra, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 5th through to the 11th of June. I'm calling it Joyous June after the collective monthly reading that I did, and also your individual monthly reading. And this week seems like for every sign, and this may sound crazy, but learning how to be joyous. I think we might have forgotten. I know I haven't, because I purposely try and have fun in my life, even if it's changing a tyre, changing a wheel on a car. It should be fun. You can get to that stage, and and I think this is a real learning curve this week. Everyone seems to have had it, so it'd be interesting to sort of see what comes out in your reading. I hope you have a lovely reading, Libra. Yes, thank you very much for being here with us. Let's just see what's going on in your overall energies. Ace of Swords, that is a great card for you. It's all about the overall energy around you. It's a self-victory. It's not necessarily a victory in the world around you. It's the way you've taken your sword. It's like almost, it's the beginning of that Knight of Swords, of going on a mission that only you can go on. And it's, this week here is learning about how you engage yourself mentally with yourself and on your path in order to make it all very joyous, to make your life a very joyous experience. That's what it seems to be like, and there's quite a lot of realizations, I think, within you this week. So you get on your karmic mission, you get the Six of Swords. This is actually a really good card to have on your karmic mission. It's because the Six of Swords is almost as if something has been completed and you're now moving on to calmer shores. And it might have been a little bit hectic in order to complete it. It might have been a little bit sort of stressful to complete it. But now your guides, the universe, the world itself, and obviously with the Ace of Swords on the overall energies, is helping you across. So you can explore yourself and your place in this world mentally, because it's all to do with swords, by the way, by the looks of it, which is your ultimate strength, Libra, ultimate strength. So I would, I would try things out, and not necessarily if it doesn't work, don't beat yourself up over it. I really wouldn't beat yourself up over it. It's a learning curve here, and you're getting to a position where you're going to be a lot happier with yourself. A very, very good, dear friend of mine was talking about this, about how respecting themselves is the ultimate respect that you can also give other people, because they will respect you when you respect yourself. And it seems like this is the understanding that sort of comes out of this this week here. So yeah, it's I think a really good week for you, and it's a case here of sort of saying there's no karmic comeback this week. Just try things out. That's what it seems like to me. Let's just see what's going on here. It is a new cycle. The universe is providing this for you, this world card. So this world card has every sort of element that goes with it, has absolutely everything. And at the beginning of a journey, you have everything, every sort of possibility within your relationships here. And within this new cycle, it's the beginning and the end of something. And this is what ties in with that Six of Swords as well. It's helping you out here. It's really bringing you into a stage where you can play with everything that is around you. With your guides, of how your guides are trying to influence your karmic message, you've got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, it could well be offering of love. It could well be that someone's thinking a lot about you. And some things may seem impossible at the start. A bit like that fish there that's living in a cup of water. We all know that a fish can't live in a cup of water, but it does. And I think this is within your relationships. I think if you have this clear victory for yourself, this clear control over your mental side, because the moment you do, that's when you build in your strength and your precision with your manifestation, because you're really good at manifesting things. You're going to bring this, you seem to be bringing something into your life that helps you to explore the whole sort of passion of cups, basically. You know, the High Priestess comes out there. It's all to do with your intuition. And this is where you have your strength. It's very much a Libran card for me, because you have that enormous amount of strength of that clear vision inside your air, as it were. Let's just see what's going on here. You get the Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. This is where you're heading to, and this is where your guides are trying to encourage you to move towards. And this is to do with your passions and your pleasures, basically. And I think you should allow your passions to come to the surface. And this is where the Six of Swords will help you out. You know, if you express your passions into the world, and sort of saying, no, I don't want this. This is how I want life to be. This is how I want my relationships to be. You're going to get a pass on it. You're not going to come out you're not going to get any sort of bad comeback on it. And it is exploring something that comes with a connection with outside, so connection with other people. It could well be with this Page of Cups here, the connection with this person. Excuse me, I'm just going to change one second. With this person that you are, that you've been thinking about, and they've been thinking about you, possibly. And it may seem impossible at the beginning, but it's certainly a possibility of where you're going to. I'm really not sat in a good position, am I? So let me just sit here. Sorry, I've been doing quite a few readings, and my bones are not as young as they used to be. They're not brittle. They're very flexible still, but at the same time, there you go. Okay, so getting vaguely comfort. So yeah, I think this is the case here where it's allowing you, with that sort of confirmation within inside you, it's allowing you to open up your life in regards to your relationships side for being passionate without having to risk anything, without being hurt in this scenario. You're highly protected in regards to the relationship side. On your material side, on the karmic message, you get the Devil. The Devil is a multifaceted card. It's got a multitude of sides, the Devil. It's a Capricorn card, but it's also, the Devil doesn't lie to you. The Devil is going to tell you truth, and it's also, the Devil is a little bit obsessive about that truth. And through that obsession, he brings light, he brings that sort of energy to the situation. And in bringing that light to the situation, he shines light on your path so you can see all the little diverse paths that you can go off on. And that is your temptations. And I think here is learning about your control over your, not control, or your ability to use your mental energies, your air energies, in order to get to that evident path. And being a little bit obsessive about it is probably a good thing, because it's going to allow you to see things true as they are and clear for you. There is a possibility that you've got to learn to deal with someone who is manipulative and stuff like that. That's possibility, something to learn about. I don't think the biggest lesson that might be the situation that you have to deal with, but I think the biggest lesson is about you being true to your path, because that will then deal with anybody around you who is manipulative, because they're going to be the ones that's going to try and take you off your path. You could say the Devil does try and do that, but I think you've got, with this Ace of Swords, I think you've got it within you, and you could really turn this from a possible conflict situation or a possible negative situation into a very positive and profitable situation. Yeah, I think it's playing smart. You get the Seven of Swords here. Playing smart. So playing smart is not necessarily sort of like learning how to fight really well and intelligently. Well, it is intelligently, but it's like preempting any complications. And once you preempt complications in life, You avoid any sort of conflict, or you avoid any situation that's going to cause you any harm, or going to cause you complications or problems within your material, within your job, your business and your projects. And playing smart here, the universe is sort of saying to you, you got to use that mental capacity that you have, that Ace of Swords, in order to get the best out of life. It's like the Ace of Swords, almost, you can raise it to the sky and you can cut through the clouds so you can see the stars, your dreams and aspirations. So it gives you that insight to sort of say, okay, even under the clouds, I can now see where I'm going. And I think this is that intelligent thing. If you concentrate on that side of things in your business or within your job or your projects, you're going to get good returns in, within those fields there. Let's just see how your guides are influencing you. You've got the Five of Wands here. Now, the Five of Wands is an interesting card. It could be about conflict, and as I say, it could be about someone who is trying to manipulate you within business and stuff like that. But I'm not. As I say, I think that's more of a side product. That's the sort of situation you have to deal with. The learning capacity or the brilliance in this is more of what you do with that situation. And this Five of Wands here, you have one of them, which this is it's sort of you in a way. That one person there is holding that one wand aloft. They've found their direction. That's that Ace of Wands scenario, which you've got over there. It's out with the old and in with the new. And this is once that person then has, extradited himself from the other wands, he will leave the Four Wands behind, which is an old dimension. And I think you need to move towards the new dimension or new way of being or new situation within your workspace, within your job, your business or your projects. You've got to move on in according to your passions, which should be driving you forward within your life. And the things that make you go, yeah, I love it. I love it. And it's being clear there, which is that overall energy there, which is going to give you, you're going to be a cut above the rest, as it were. This is brilliant. In your future self, you get the Ace of Cups. What was going on? Did I not do a reading the other day when you got all four aces? And this is those aces now. You should go back and see your monthly reading. I think that's in your monthly reading. And this is so obvious to your monthly reading now. I think if you start opening your heart to your passions and the directions you need to go in, you don't actually need to fight with anybody. You don't need to control that person or deal with that person who's being manipulative. You're almost sort of kind of going, playing smart by following your clear vision, your victory that is within you, that is that Ace of Swords, and using your heart and presenting your cup to a situation and sort of saying, this is my heart's desires within your job space. You are going to get you're going to go really fast ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chariot didn't come out at the top or something like that. Really good clear victories, or a Wheel of Fortune or something like that. Let's just see. I don't want to preempt it. You get the Knight of Wands, which is really good as well. It's all about sort of, the Knight of Wands. Did you get the Page of Wands? No, someone else. That Knight of Wands is holding that one wand there, which you've got in the Ace of Wands as well. And they're charging forward. And I think you're charging forward with your passions in your life on both sides, on your relationship side as much as on your financial side. And if you do that, that's what's going to get you results, I feel. That's what's going to get you good results. And you've got these three aces. It is the Star and the World as well, and the Six of Swords. You've definitely got to start something completely new within your life. That it comes from a clear, being mentally clear with yourself in order for you to explore your passions. Look at that. With the Ace of Swords, you get the Ace of Cups. That is beautiful. That is going to open the doors to a beautiful life that you feel that you're engaged with life around you in a very joyous way. This is learning about joy and joyous June. This is a great reading, Libra. With the Six of Swords, you get the Seven of Wands. It's all about protection of yourself, concentrating on yourself, feeling your inner power, feeling your inner strength. You're gathering it together with the Six of Swords by trying things out. And as you do try things out, it's going to galvanize a lot of confidence within you. And that's what you're building at the moment. And that's what your karmic message is about building at the moment. Absolutely love it. I tell you what, Librans, there's nothing more beautiful than seeing a Libran when they're sitting in their power. And I think this is what we're talking about this week. With the world, you get the Six of Wands. I think this victory here is not just about a victory of, within the outer world. I think this is a victory within you, and this is what you're walking towards. This is this new cycle of victories that are coming in, that the universe is trying to encourage you to do if you get that clear vision of yourself and you open up your hearts to the situation. With the Page of Cups, you get the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups, we all have possibilities that are around us in our world at any given point. But if you just take out, and you literally only have to take out 10 seconds, 5 seconds in your life, and you just sit there and you just kind of go, okay, I've got this possibility, and this possibility, and this possibility. Okay, it's evident that I should be doing this. And there's only one cup out of the whole lot that is just overflowing with water. And once you lift that cup off, then you will have that Ace of Cups, which is down on the table already with you. And it's the same cup that Page of Cup is looking into. Believing again. I think it's a case of, I don't want to say believing in love again, but I think there is a possibility here. And this is what makes you feel that Six of Wands. The universe is trying to encourage that within you. That Six of Wands of just victory and just pure brilliance within your life. With the Ace of Wands, you get the Wheel of Fortune. I did say that earlier on. I thought it was going to come up there. But yes, I think this is change of fortunes, out with the old and in with the new. This is a real change of fortunes in regards to your passions and being passionate about your relationships. And this, it comes from a clarity from within you. I can't express that more than that. And it's going to give you, and I think this whole new cycle is about fortunate times for you in regards to relationships. With the Devil card, you get the Two of Cups. It is combining yourself. This is, okay, so as I said, there might be sort of situation where there might be someone who's trying to manipulate you around you within your financial, your job, your business, or your projects. And when you connect with yourself, this is where I talk about with the Ace of Swords, where you cut through the clouds and you can see your dreams, the stars. And that is connecting as well to your higher self. And when you do that, that is the best way to deal with that devil. It's also going to help you to understand huge amounts of truths that are within you. So you might have a business and you can kind of sort of say you've got, a multitude of clients, and there's one client that's just a pain in the backside. And they don't install that passion about doing your job. And once you connect with your higher self, you might just kind of say to that client, sort of saying, "Yeah, sorry, I'm stopping working with you now." And yes, you might lose, but what that's going to do, it's also open the space for you to connect with a new client that is very passionate about what you do, is very honest about what you do, that is very respectful about what you do, because you've developed that respect within you. So yeah, and connecting with your higher self, that is part of the karmic message. With the Seven of Swords, you got the Five of Swords. This is also ties into that Five of Wands there as well. Walking away from complications, or walking away from confrontations that don't serve you. This is what I'm talking about, that manipulative person that is within your life. And they may be a real small element within your workspace, but just don't bite on it. Use your mental and your air energy in a much, much better way. With the Five of Wands, you get the Judgment card. Judgment card is the calling to your higher self. As I said, with the Two of Cups here, you're going to realize that. You're going to be that person that takes that wand and extradites it from the other wands, and leaving that old dimension and walking towards something very new and very passionate within your life. Let's just see what's going on with that Ace of Cups. How's that connected to you? You got the Two of Wands. And Librans, you love planning things. You love there kind of going, and if I do this, if I do that, if I do this, you're the real ideals person, a real Page of Swords in a way. But, you know, here is you're allowing your heart to plan for a future, which is going from one stage, you know, the two of wands here, they've got one wand which is standing up in the corner. It's like something that's already been done, like a passion that's already been done. And now you're taking that other wand and heading off on your passion, which we can see on the Ace of Wands and on the Knight of Wands and on the Five of Wands. So it's really going towards that. Let's just see what that Knight of Wands is all about. Very sociable card, connecting with other people and really going on a mission to explore your passions in life. You get the High Priestess. I think, didn't she come out earlier on? And I do believe this is a Libran card. And it is using that mental capacity that you have to manifest your future. And it's not just a case of manifesting it. I think it's really a case of you implementing it. You don't even have to manifest it. If I, you know, if I do, you know, unless I plant that seed, there is not a chance of hell that I'm going to get any fruit. And I'm implementing that future. Then I can manifest good or bad fruit depending on how I look after the plant. You know, and I think here is you have this capacity to implement your future and be the complete and the driver of your future. It looks really, really good for you. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, Libra, I'm really pleased that you were here. I'm really pleased that you're here. Thank you very much for your support. Don't forget, we've done the monthly readings and your individual monthly reading as well, which I said, I think you got the 4 ACES. So go and see that because I think it ties into this in a major way. I will be doing the solstice readings as well, which will be coming up. And they're 3 monthly readings. So you might want to see that. There'll be a collective and also your individual sign as well. Yes. I guess that's all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for being here. Yes, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.